Hello, everybody, again, and welcome to another episode of Stock Talk. I am your host, Mike, and with me, I do not have anybody tonight. It's just me flying solo. That's right, flying solo. Got done late, been running around on trips and things like that, just spending the dollar rooskies, if you know what I mean there. I've got a decent show planned for you today. Hope you guys had an all good weekend. My weekend was not too bad. Funny thing, I was sitting with family in one of the local restaurants here, and tell you what, sometimes the strange people come out, man. You got some people that looks like they're just came in from the Star Wars planet or something, freaking Tatooine or whatever it is. They're like, yeah, it was a strange situation, but I hope you guys had a better weekend than I did. I had a little bit of fun. But some strange people out there. That's all I'm going to say about that. So first stock we're going to talk about tonight is IMPP. IMPP last tick was 0.5500. Now this thing you're going to see with a lot of these petrol stocks there. They're gonna be in and out all over the place. Now, one of the future things I'm going to tell you about. If you're going into the year-to-date chart, I'm going to be playing both angles here, so you got to bear with me on the technicals here because I'm running the whole freaking show here. I'm going to be even on the twits, so if you're new to the show, sometimes we go on to the twits there. So as of recent here, looks like you were past the $5 mark, and then you dropped out, and you're at the halfway point. Looks like at the end of May here. So there's some certain things going on. We're going to have to go in and check out and see what is going on. So with Imperial Petroleum, we're going to have to go and dive into the headlines now. Okay, so going into what would you say they do here? Imperial Petrol is an international shipping transportation company specializing in the transportation of various petroleum and petroleum products in liquefied form. Their executive offices are located in Kilphisis Avenue, Kilphysa, Greece. And if I butcher that, well, my heritage isn't from Greece, so sorry about that if I butchered that. Close to there, just south of there, and south and north there, but east, all over there. But it looks like there's one of their ships they got there. Going on to stock twits, because that's where the real traders are at. Looks like we got on the twits there. You got a lot of bulls. I haven't seen too many bears. It looks like after hours negative. This was on Friday. She's down a little bit, but that's just normal because it's Ski Low Friday, and you could even speed on the highway. That was on Friday. It looks like Chasing Lambo says, got to turn the night, and we got to turn in for the night. See everyone tomorrow, and everybody have a great week. You also have oil keeps on ticking up. Let's see what happens. Yes, and this is one of the things I was going to tell you guys. This thing's going to be probably projected by Labor Day. It's to some economic analysts like Cortez and Navarro there. You're looking at about possibly $1.50, $1.75 a barrel for oil. And if you don't think that's not coming, you're living in another world. You're in fantasy land. We're totally dependent. We're not doing what we do, but you guys all know the drill. You know what's happening. We don't need to go into it. The clown show is going from town to town. But this thing might be a fun one to watch. I'm not saying it's going to take off because companies are companies. Just watch the shorts, and possibly you can make some dough there. Looks like they got the ships there. Looks like the Magic Wand, the Clean Justice there. Looks like Clean Thrasher. These are some pretty heavy. Clean Nirvana, Stealth Piranha. These are some heavy hitting ships there in the fleet there. So you also have, let's go to the website here, and then we'll go to the fresh meat there, and we'll go. Looks like what do we got? Buku Stock says this is about boats and hoes, so you know what he's talking about. I guess he was thinking of Friday when that was hitting up. Let's go on to the alphabet news and see what the alphabets are parroting. Because sometimes the alphabets could be parroting a trap, or sometimes the alphabet news could be parroting fake news there to try to get you to get shorted there, or just to be bag holders and be stuck. How will Imperial Petroleum Inc. look after it drops from negative. When was this here? This was 2 days ago's information. Let's go and check this out, guys. How it look after it drops from a negative 1765.38%. During the last session, Imperial Petroleum was traded from shares 50.27 at the end. We got a lot of pop-ups here. Sorry, guys. At the end of day trading's stock price was 0.52, reflecting intraday trade. And it was still shrinking at 26.92% gain, and the share plummeted to a 52-week low of 0.38. The company's average volume was 44.46. So there you have it on that. Going on to the twits, because that, like I said, that's where the real traders are at. Regardless of what you guys think there, some of you out there, let's go to Yahoo Finance and let's check out what they're saying on Yahoo Finance there as of Friday news. And some of this news, when it popped, it looks like it brought up, you know, some of the uptick there in what you saw. Now, it's going to be interesting to see, like I say, with that Labor Day forecast I was telling you, and you can put this in the book, mark it down. You will be looking at $150 a barrel to $175 a barrel by Labor Day. That's according to economic analysts, you know, Cortez and Navarro. That's some of the predictions and some other ones out there. And you're also, you got on the twits there, you got, this is from the real traders, because that's where I feel the retail traders are the real traders. You see me with that? You can kiss my butt there. Looks like Amatra co-founder Energy Aspects Consultancy in London said the real production boost July and August would be amount to 560,000 barrels daily compared to the scheduled 1.3 billion because of OPEC has already maxed out the production. That is true. You also have 16,000 watches celebration, cake for everyone. Congratulations on the board for 16,000 people for that freeze. That's significant as far as for revolving for this stock. We'll just see how it all plays out if it's just not the greatest hype. I don't go that route to go into hype, and I don't go and plug the stocks. Like some of you think that I'm here to, you know, pump up the jam. I'm not here for that. I just want to cover the information from what the retail traders are saying and what the Alphabet News are saying. That's the job of the show. Imperial Petroleum Incorporated announced today that it has entered into an agreement to acquire 2 Sussex tankers built in Hyundai Samho in 2007 and Samhung Heavy Industries in 2008, which an aggregate capacity of 320,000 DWT from the unaffiliated third party from aggregate purchase price of 46.8 million will deliver expected by June 2022. The company expects to finance the purchase price out of hand on a new senior secure bank debt. The transaction indicated that indicative of the company's substantial financial resources to consummate new vessel acquisition. That's going to be huge because, as you know, going into a lot of, especially in the U.S., it's a gas-based economy. Regardless what they say with electric vehicles, like I said, you're still 30 years out. You got lots of coal, roll coal is what's going on. China's not going to give up anything like that. They're going to roll coal regardless of what the regime wants everybody to do. And people can't afford a lot of these things, that we're going to have to see what plays out in Taiwan as well, because as you know, China is mobilizing against Taiwan. So they're saber rattling there. And you do know about the chip factory, which if China ever gets control of that, it's all done for everything, and we're all screwed. So let's hopefully that doesn't happen, and maybe China, that they're just beating the war drum. We'll see what happens, but I'm not so confident about that. So financial resources consummate new vessel acquisitions due to the high level of available cash raised in its recently completed public offerings. The agreement is consistently with the company's plan to continue its fleet expansion. Imperial Petroleum is a ship-owned company providing petroleum product and crude oil seaborne transportation service. The company owns 4 MR product tankers with Aframax delivery by mid-June 2022. Following these developments, Imperial Petroleum has a total of 8 tankers with an aggregate capacity of 682,000 DWT. Imperial Petroleum's Inc. shares common stock 8.75 series, cumulative redeemable perpetual preferred stock as NASDAQ market capital trade under the symbols of IMPP with IMPP respectively. Matters discussed in the release may constitute forward Looking statements, forward-looking statements to the current view to respect the future events of financial performances that may include statements concerning plans, objectives, goals, and future events for performance, impact, and duration of COVID-19 pandemic, underlying assumptions, and other statements. So there you have it with that. So going back on the twits, because like I said, I'm running double duty here. You have Real Estate M says, Asia's easing COVID restrictions boost demands for oil. Yes, that is true. With that slowing down, and with them, because you're getting the sentiment right there in China right now is you're getting pressure from some political pressure from some in the party to Xi saying, hey, we need to get this thing moving. We don't like the lockdown thing. We got to get going. So you could see some of that moving and some of that easing like he's talking about. You got this thing, looks like Sonic Racer 10. He says racing to the moon. So he's all excited about that. Chevron CEO says there's no incentive to pump today. That was Friday's news from Strong Faith. Yeah, we'll have to see. I don't take, you got to see what you take with a grain of salt with some of the CEOs out there. Not that I'm saying with big oil here and there, I'm not a big negative person on big oil because I think it's just a shell game that politicians play to try to blame everything. And then you got the biggest clown of the last 2 years. They got a post, TD281. I'm not calling him a clown. I just think he posted a clown named Joe Biden. He says the next few months will be interesting to wonder how this clown is going to save hedge funds this time. Because that's the thing there, guys. If you start seeing there is rumors of some of these hedge funds going down. If that goes down, there's going to be a whole lot of shaking going on, if you know what I mean. So looks like Grand Royal 1000 said OPEC is moved to bring forward output hikes as widely as unlikely demand, as several member countries, including Russia, are unable to boost output, and demand is soaring in the United States and the peak driving season, and China is easing COVID lockdowns. While this is sorely needed, this falls short in demands on the growth expectations with the EU's partial ban on Russian oil. Yeah, that's the thing, is that this thing goes to 150 and 175, which is predicted per barrel. As far as oil goes, this I would think, depending on how this is played out, should significantly help this out. Is it going to? A lot of key factors, things I'm not going to speculate on. I mean, we are going to speculate, but we're not going to say, hey, jump in this, grab our pom-poms out for the stock and saying this is the best economy since 2022, since that we've ever seen in our entire lives. We know in 2022, a clown said that on the show too. I think he's Joe Biden's buddy. I think it was Kramer or something like that, I think. Looks like Blondie's 112 says, loaded with wheat, corn, and Asian markets up. Yeah, that's a good deal there. Crazy amount of press going on oil right now. Yeah, there's a crazy amount of press because, like I said, you're about ready to see this thing close to 200 a barrel. It looks like he says freaking chasing his Lambo says stinking autocorrect, and he didn't say that because I'm not going to say the word because I ride the censorship train with the YouTube, and they're looking to give me a strike here. It's a triple bottom, double top. Last run to 7 days from 132 to 750 this time. We'll have to have more catalyst and higher prices confirmed by the CEO. So yeah, we'll just have to see how this plays out. Looking forward with the ships and things, what they're going to do. I think this is worth at least a watch, a look. I'm very excited about oil right now, and let's just take a look at it, see where you're at on this company. If not, look at another oil company. But there's a lot of exciting things going on with IMPP. We'll just have to see how things play out with everything that goes down. So as far as with world conditions, but a lot of these oil plays, as long as they're decently run people, which if you're getting ships like that, I think you're being run decently by somebody if you have the type of dollar Ruskies to put into these ships and things like that. So I think you run the company pretty good. So okay, guys, the next stock is for the Nsav peeps out there, my friends in Nsav world. I know it's been a little down lately, but hey, we're going to take a look at it, dive in and see what's cooking, what's going on. So check out some of the sentiment of the real traders out there. And we're possibly going to go to the Facebook peeps there and check out, see what they have to say, because everybody's voice counts, and we try to have everybody's voice on the show and the sentiment of the actual traders, which is the retail traders out there. This next stock we have is NSAV. NSAV, last tick was 0.0094. Going to the charts, August 2021 and the beginning of the year of 2021 was good for this company. Lots of dollar-rooskies, but then we had some shorts and some shortfalls. And right now, June of 2022, we are in sub-penny land. So a lot of deflation going out there. But we're going to check out and find out what the news is and see what people are thinking. So going into what would you say they do here if you were under a rock for the past little bit here. Net Saving Link engages an integrated technology company that provides turnkey technological solutions, cryptocurrency, blockchain, and digital asset industries. The firm also provides a wide range of services such as software solutions, e-commerce advisory services, financial services, and information technology services. The company was founded in February 21st, 2007, is headquartered in the People's Republic of Mountain Home, Pennsylvania. So going on to stock twits, because that's where the real traders are at. I'm going to give you what's on the twits there because I don't have my wingman there. So going on to stock twits, you have Rupert the Pug 48 says, get ready for another red week. No, by the way, deal or share, buy back again. So that's what he's calling there. Check out this post from information from Nsav. We won't go there because we don't got time for that. It looks like Mike Cujo says, if Elon Musk states that the brand new car is coming out August 1st and this runs solely on water, Tesla stock should go up. So he's talking about Tesla stock. He's not really talking too much about Nsav. Let's see if he dives in more about there. He says, my question would be, would you be more angry at Elon or angry at yourself for falling for this trap? Who knows who should be angry with? Just curious. Let another red week. So he did have an Nsav point there. So yes, some people are saying falling for the trap, but if you can recall, we heard this people talk about this years and years ago. I've been on this one for a long time. I'm still going to hold. Nothing's going to break me on this one. But I got it for cheap seats anyway, so it doesn't even matter. But the thing is that why give up? I'm not. This thing's been around for a long time, guys. It was down like this before in this level, and things got to come back. So we'll see what happens. I don't know when it's going to come back, but who knows? It looks like the time for many of the naysayers and fudders and the bears is get left out in the cold is near. That's from Yearn to Earn It. It looks like he also said that Peter Churn announced the CEO maybe, so he's got with eyes there. Nsav website no longer up. Maybe one of our exchanges won't be up either. Can someone look up the web traffic on those? And then merger with Bella Vita Inc. Brands, January 20th, 2015. So Sweat a Heel 4327, put that up there. And also says, I want to talk to David Guy and get him the inside scoop and someone find him. So looks like Swahili 4327 is calling out. See if there's anybody heard anything from David. David, are you out there? Stock Twits land and everybody's looking for you to find out what's going on. We need to hear something. Well, there was news on this. Let's go to Yahoo Finance. And then we got a plug here, June 3rd, 2022, London, England, Net Savings Link Inc., a cryptocurrency blockchain digital asset company, today announced the rollout of a new rewards program exclusively for shareholders through the ticker Nsav's new shareholder loyalty program. It's growing digital assets initiatives for the industry-leading fintech blockchain offerings to retail investors who own Nsav stock. Tickers Nsav can directly communicate with investors and have a reward with them with their loyalty, maximizing shareholders' lifetime value. The company's kickoff of its Nsav holder loyalty program by rewarding all shareholders with inaugural Nsav token. Additional details include tokenomics will be announced shortly. According to a 2020 Alphabet Harris poll, 77% of everyday investors would be more likely to buy shares of a company that offered shareholder perk reward product discount. 8 out of 10 investors agree being a shareholder consumer products company makes them more likely to buy the products. Well, we'll have to see how that plays out and see how that happens. Whether when that news does break, you might see a break and a spike in the stock there. I'm sure the shorters will be there to help us out. Let's see what else they say on the twits there. Looks like whatever, bro. And finally, we pleased to announce Nsav has reached an agreement with our first public company client since launching the token. This is why Keen invested. Close down says if you all want to know an era theme, go to the trade NASDAQ stocks. You want to go to ND Mouse, stay here with us tomorrow, you freaking chumps, he says. And then Nsav, do you guys know what JT is running on the shop, correct? It's Wong and Silver Bear Capital. They have a vision, just let it work. The blockchain space is wild, wild west. Just hang on. Yeah. Guys, this is an early deal. If you're thinking you were going to make a lot of bucks and things are, you should have been paying attention to the tea leaves of inflation and things like that. The time right now is not to give up. You need to just hold the line, stick with it, and just play it out. It's too early in the game for what they got going on here. You also said, I don't feel as tardy if you. It's funny how the ambassador guy disappears whenever Nsav is in the red for days. Remember, the countdown ended. It became painfully apparent that the entire thing was a scam. The dude was nowhere to be found. If you remember correctly, he was responding to someone on Twitter with some lame excuse for being out of town or visiting the family. Laugh out loud said. So I don't feel tardy is here. And she just called, that's the thing is you cover with this show, we cover everybody and we want to hear what the real traders are saying. I don't feel tardy says, I guess nobody working on the weekends to upload the same exact GIF for the dude been posted every other day for months. Just wait. Nsav's still bullish. So there's a lot of people that are kind of pissed off about this, but we'll have to see how it plays out. I mean, this isn't the only stock that's been like this. You're witnessing a market that is retracting right now, and you're going to have your good days and everything, and you're going to have the cheerleaders with the pom-poms. There's a good old game going on there, and you're going to hear, oh, buy the dip, buy the dip. How's the dip treating you out right now? So anyway, I'm going to be done with the show. I've done flying solo. I'll be back tomorrow with the gang, and we will meet up again tomorrow. So don't make it a dog show. And good night now.